Hi, this is James Melendez, James the Wine Guy. Some people judge the label of wine like they do a book cover. And that's because, that's just what people do. They just make a quick summary judgment and say, that's what it is. Or, yes, that's meaning exactly what I want. But I think bottle design and, more importantly, label design is just amazing because I think you come away with some really evocative images. And I think this is one of these wines that certainly does that. It caught my attention. I thought, I gotta try this. This sounds and looks intriguing. Must taste, must try. So I like this concept of something that can be very, this palette or this coloration. It's actually asterisks. So these beautiful color here, this bluish greenish color, and the white asterisks really goes a long way with this particular label. Now this is a 2010 vintage. It's by the producer La Vinyeta, and I love the asterisks play into this quite a bit. So this is the house red wine, the Heus Negre, producer La Vinyeta, and this is in the importa denominación de origen, and or denominación de origen. Now this is a DO that is on the border of France, and I'll show you on a map of this. Not a great map here, but this is Catalunya. So you're going to see in the very corners here on the red zones are this DO importa. Now, what this wine is, and it's an interesting blend of very native grapes with two international grapes here. So what we have here is 51% Samso, and so Samso is, I immediately think of Cinsault, though that's what the French would call it. The Catalonians are referring to Carignan. So this is 20% Garnacha Negre and 19% Syrah, 10% Merlot. Love this. First of all, I love the Importa Dio certification. It's extremely well done. Now, for me, I just took a dive into this. I didn't know a lot about this producer, though I had heard about this producer before. I thought, I'm just going to dive into this. I want to see what this wine is all about. So opening this up, giving time to breathe a bit, and tasting Catalonian wine is always a wonderful thing. It's something that really you have a centering of Carignan and Garnacha, which I think is always a wonderful thing. It's such a telling grape of this specific region in Spain and the peninsula. So here we go. Take a taste of this wine and tell you what it's like. First of all, the scent notes on this are beautiful. Some warmed strawberry, grilled fennel, and cedar box. So beauty to this wine, just on the scent. So here we go. Take a taste and tell you what this wine is like. High acid on this wine. High acid point insofar as that I'm definitely recommending food with this wine. And that is too, you can definitely do it on its own. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think in order to optimize this flavor experience, this taste experience, this sensory experience, is to definitely taste this with food and go good with fish, in my opinion. Fish would be really nice with this one. Even simple dishes, flatbreads, pizza, pasta bolognese. So it can go with so many different things. And I think it's going to highlight the experience you're having at that moment. So on this, I'm getting really beautiful tart notes of Montmorency cherry, currant, pomegranate, fennel, clove, eucalyptus. Now, a real sense of earthiness to this wine and a wildness to this wine, and I mean that in a vivid characterization. I mean that in terms of its very positive position. That is, it just has a sense of this was just created in the wild, and these wine grapes were from the wild. And of course, you have some old vines here. With the Samso and the Garnacha Negre, you have about 55 to 60 years on the vines for these particular varietals. Now, you do have the international varietals, the Syrah, Merlot, so 19 and 10% respectively, 51% Samso, 20% Garnacha Negre. And this wine is an 8.9 out of a 10.0 scale. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salud.